Hello everyone! In this video we're gonna make a short brief review of all the major releases of 2020. So, as you can see, these all the releases which I've bought this year, but of course there are much more, and I'm also gonna mention all the worthy albums and box sets of the 2020. And let's start with the new albums. Well, I'm gonna start from the albums which I hadn't purchased, but they are definitely worth mentioning. For example, Ozzy Osbourne, The Ordinary Man, February. It has been released in February. Or Marilyn Manson, We Are Chaos, also new album. Bon Jovi also released the album, which is called 2020. Along with Blue Oyster Cult, The Symbol Remains. And probably one of the best albums of the last year is Rough and Rowdy Ways by Bob Dylan. And now I'm gonna show the new albums which I purchased. I'm gonna start with one of the best box sets of the year, Deep Purple's Whoosh. It has literally everything. For example, this t-shirt, it has DVD inside, CD inside, 3 10-inch LPs with live selections, and of course the album itself on 2 heavyweight LPs. So it has almost perfect box set. Highly recommend it. So next album, also one of the best of this year's, it's the Bruce Springsteen's Letter to You. Really good album and release also. In December, Paul McCartney released McCartney III. Already in the charts, so also worth listening and buying. And also I bought this album on CDs because it doesn't have download card. And one of the best rock albums of the year, AC/DC's Power Up. I also bought it on CD. This one. Okay. Next part, we're gonna talk about live albums. And I'm also gonna start with the ones that I hadn't purchased, but they are really good. It's, for example, Elvis Presley from Elvis in Nashville. Okay. Well, let's start with simple ones. This double LP, Queen plus Adam Lambert. It's a compilation album, 9 years of touring, so finally they decided to release this live compilation. They already released like complete concert from Japan, as I remember, but this one is a kind of overview of their touring. Okay, next one, also one of the worth mentioning releases, 3 LPs, Def Leppard, concert in Las Vegas, live at Planet Hollywood. Really nice set list, 3 LPs. The only disadvantage that you have to buy video itself separately. So for example, this release has CDs and Blu-ray in one package, so you have to buy it separately. Okay, next one, live release, Iron Maiden, Legacy of the Beast. It's also 3 LPs. And This release doesn't have download cards, so you have to buy CDs separately, and unfortunately it has no video. Okay, well, I also bought some rare issues, live reissues, for example Deep Pearl's Total Abandon from Australia, or Dio, Live in Philly. So now we're gonna check the live box sets, and I'm also gonna mention the box sets which I haven't purchased. Jimi Hendrix Experience, Live in Maui, 3 LPs and Blu-ray disc. So I think that's how live release should be. Like, if there is a video, should be video along with LPs or CDs. That would be perfect, because it's kind of annoying to buying video and audio separately. And for example, Keith Richards and Expensive Vinous. It's also really nice live box set, which is called Live at Hollywood Palladium. It contains 2 LPs, 1 10-inch single, 1 CD, 1 DVD, and for example 1 book. And I purchased Muse Simulation Theory box set. It contains Blu-ray with a show, 1 LP, so it's incomplete show, unfortunately. It also has 1 MC, poster and comic book, so it's kind of for fans, but it's not the most expensive, actually. Not the most expensive option, because it has, for example, 1 with hoodie and glasses for 500 euros. So that's kind of expensive in my taste. And I'm gonna finish the live box set section with Eric Clapton's Crossroads. This is a show, charity show of 2019. 6 LPs box set, really nice music. Everything is kind of well done, except one little disadvantage: video you have to buy separately. This is a 2 Blu-ray disc. You have to buy it separately. Okay. 2020 was also good for collectors, for true fans, because many of the rare issues has been released. So, for example, Motorhead, Ace of Spades, 40th anniversary edition box set with 7 LPs, 1 single and 1 DVD. Lemmy would be definitely happy about it. Or Black Sabbath, Paranoid, also super deluxe edition, has 5 LPs. Well, I have to mention, for example, Dire Straits, the studio albums, all 6 albums also being released in a box set. The Doors, 50th anniversary edition of Morrison's Hotel. Derek and the Dominoes, Layla and Other Assorted Love Songs. Why not? Wonderful jewel box of Elton John, 8 CDs, 148 songs. Absolutely marvelous Prince, Sign All the Times, 13 LPs. Kind of expensive, but definitely every fan must have. Or just simple one, reissue of Rolling Stones, God's Head Soup. It also has several deluxe editions with several LPs or t-shirts or whatever. And as I remember, it was a really huge edition of Uriah Heep. All the albums on CDs and one LP, whatever. So also worth mentioning. And I'm gonna show you some my purchases. One of the best also reissues of the year, Linkin Park Hybrid Theory. It has almost everything that hardcore fan would wish for. Not only the album itself, not only the remixes, but all the outtakes, demos, whatever. 2 live shows, 1 MC with sampler MC, a book with pictures and lyrics. So obviously worth buying. Next one, I bought it for myself because I'm kind of I like ABBA, it's one of the best music in the world, and this box set also been released this year. Well, it has like color vinyl, 8 color vinyls, exact replicas of the albums, but the thing is, it has no polyline, dust leaves, and the most of the releases this year they don't have polylines, dust leaves, and it's really bad because sometimes it affects vinyl, and this is the case. Unfortunately, you can hear scratches, despite it's like new vinyl, but because of the lack of polyline, dust leaves, well, but it has download card. Not every release has download card, so at least, well, I may listen to it digitally. Despite the vinyl itself, it kind of has some issues. Okay, another release that I bought, it's like 4 LPs of John Lennon. This also has the same disadvantage, no polyline inner sleeves, no download card. Well, yeah, and the remastering also questionable, but it has a poster and cards, so yeah. Okay, and the last one which I want to mention here, it's like U2's All That You Can't Leave Behind, the heaviest and the most expensive release which I bought because it's like 250 euros, but it has literally everything, so could be compared with Linkin Park's release. But it has, for example, live show from Boston, live in vinyl, remixes in vinyl, demo outtakes also in vinyl. So highly recommended release. Okay, and well, at last I'm going to show you not the vinyl but a book. I also bought a book of Queen pictures, the Neil Preston photographs, 60 euros, but I suppose every Queen fan would be happy to see the pictures and especially read some stories about the tours, the touring, the crew and everything. So really interesting book. Okay, so that's it for today. Well, I hope the next year also would be nice, and many of the new releases will come out. For example, we already know that Foo Fighters, Alice Cooper, Accept, or Scooter, Blackmore's Night, they're gonna make their new albums. So let's hope for the best. Let's listen to some music. Let's cherish vinyl. See you next time.